out and about, rather than me wasting my time staring at you and invariably getting the wrong side of the camera. Let me invert. Let's go back. There we go. That's what you want. I'm on my way to record a piece that I do every week with the former governor of New York, David Paterson, a fine, fine chap. And I figured, rather than take another lift in, I figure I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drive about or walk about and tell you what's on my mind. The best story today that I can explain to you, the best story is this fellow that they caught, this illegal, and what he was doing with a cadaver. Uh-oh, look at that. There's a traffic guy. They used to call them the brownies years ago. Anyway, I can't tell you, in fear of the algorithms that I'll be forced to deal with, but I can't say it. Just go to New York Post, nypost.com, read what this illegal did to a corpse on a subway. You're not going to believe it. I can't say it. This morning I was on ABC and we were talking up a storm. Talking up a storm. Mentioning it in all of its glory. I almost said by the by, but I won't. Do you remember, have you ever watched Rick Beato? Rick Beato. Rick Beato has recorded from here so many times. This is the power station, the famous power station, where he has recorded with all of the various luminaries, Sting, and anyway, he does a great job. It's right here in the hood. So going back to what I was saying, the story is so horrible. I can't tell you. This is the part about YouTube that drives me crazy. This is a story. I'm not waxing salacious. I'm trying to explain what happened. And I can't because of the algorithms. That's the part which I find. Good morning, sir. Good morning. What the hell am I saying? I'm very nice to people. I'm very nice. So this is the world of New York scaffolding, by the way. If you want to make money, go into scaffolding. Everything is scaffolded for reasons I shan't understand. Anyway, Liz Solak, no Liz, they didn't bring it on the subway. This man apparently expired. Liz conjuring ideas of lugging some stiff on over your shoulder. No, Liz, he met his maker on one train. Let me see if I can say this. He was the subject of a rather demented form of affection by another patron who was, you guessed it, an illegal alien. Huh? Isn't that great? So read the story. You can't believe what he did. You can't. There are no words. No words to put it into effect what happened. By the by, I think I got my 5G taken care of. Are you noticing a better quality of upload? Wonderful pizza joint, by the way, Norma. This is a Sicilian pizza joint. Very, very nice. In der Hood. I told you I called up my carrier and my antenna wasn't working. I couldn't access 5G. All right, now, let me warn you, I'm not looking in my rangefinder, so I could be filming the ground for all I know. But you'll get used to it. Let me see, how am I doing? It's not too bad. 144 people. Guess what this place serves? Guess. That's right, sushi. How's everyone today? Everybody good? Come on, let's do a check-in. Who's in? For the roll call. Where's everybody from? Give me an idea where you're from. Preferably city and state. That Ohio stuff doesn't do much for me. I love the variability of where people are from. I appreciate that immensely. It's still pretty fascinating to me. Look at this. Here they come. There we go. Can't read the trolls. I'll let you folks take care of that for me. Here's a place called Lumiere, which in French means the cattle are dying. Big plans this weekend, my friends? I'm in that weird form of a weird state. I told you last night, maybe I didn't. I don't eat at night. I eat in the morning and maybe noon at the latest. I call it quits until the next morning. They call it intermittent fasting, but I don't like that name. I like the 18-6. You eat for 6 hours and just fast for 18. It's not even fasting, it's just called not eating. Here's a question for you. When you give up meat, what do you call that? Do you call it sobriety? When you say, like, when was your last drink? You know, I've been sober for, what do you call it when you give up something, like say meat or dairy? What do you call that? Talk amongst yourself. This is the Center for Justice Innovation. I have no idea what the hell that even means. It's a nice little courtyard. Always working. The company, the moving company, I'm just telling you, that I love. I don't know if you have them in your neck of the woods. Piece of cake. We had to move some of the time. These are they are everywhere. Everywhere. Great group of people. Great customer service. I'm not getting anything from this, but they are all over the place. All over the place. This is where Jerry Orbach used to live. Remember him from NYPD? Or, not NYPD. No, what was it? What was that show he was on? NYPD Blue, I think. This is Jerry Orbach Way. You see that right there? He was, can you read that? What was the show he was on? With, look at this. See this? This is what will kill you. If you come to New York, I swear, look at this, look at this, look at this. See this? This is what will kill you. These e-bikes. Crossing 8th Avenue, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be going up, I think, past the Letterman building, coming up. Eventually, I guess. What show was he on? I'm looking. What was the Jerry Orbach show? With Christopher Noth? Not NYPD Blue, was it? No. What was it? Somebody help me. All right. A little sleep deprived. So if I maunder, Studio 54, the original, is one street over. Did you know that? The Studio 54. In fact, this I think might have been the back door of Studio 54. Coming up, it's Letterman, or what used to be called Letterman. This was Roseland. You probably don't remember that one, but that was a groovy place. When Letterman always had the guests come in the side door, it was right over here. Anybody watch Colbert? Anybody even care about that? This was where all the action occurred. This is the side, the back door of the Ed Sullivan Theater. Hello Deli is up here. Remember that dude Rupert? Remember Rupert? Wasn't that fun? Letterman was really something when he started. See the Asians? Always with the masks. Maybe they know something. Maybe they know something. I'm a few blocks away from the garden. There you go. This is where they used to come in. Here's Hello Deli. This is where, look at this grand opening special. How can you have a grand opening special of a place that's been there forever? I guess he's not there anymore. Anybody know the correct pronunciation of Akaya? I bumped into Epstein in Studio 54. He was quite the bon vivant. I was on with my friend Curtis Leewood this morning, and Curtis was asking yet again about the files. I've given up telling people we don't care about the files. There's the Late Show with the Colbert, huh? Angela's Pizza, very good. There's the Colbert sign. Let me go this way. Down here, Broadway. Can you see where the walls? Now, you see here how the street, you have pedestrian, here's shitty bikes, which I despise. So you've got bikes, pedestrians, taking up valuable driving real estate. The subway, Pret a manger. Here's the subway, my friends. This is the 7th Avenue station, the BD&E, uptown and downtown. I have not been on a subway in years. Here's something a lot of my Lionel Nation members will know. Here's the short bus. By the way, this goes out to my sister who'll be watching later tonight. She's a shut-in.